Now, the Pro-Vice Chancellor of the Simon Diedong Dombo University of Business and Integrated Development Studies, Professor Emmanuel Derebile, has stated that for Ghana to solve its unemployment challenge, technical and vocational institutions in the country need to develop training modules that are relevant for the jobs on the global market. Professor Derebile made the statement at the 50th anniversary celebration of the St. Basilides Technical and Vocational Institute at Kaleo in the Upper West region. Rafiq Salam reports.
Speaking on the theme, harnessing technical and vocational education for the holistic development of the Ghanaian child, Pro-Vice Chancellor of the Simon Diedong Dombo University of Business and Integrated Development Studies, UBEDS, Professor Emmanuel Derebile averred that the 20% unemployment rate in the country, using figures from the 2021 Population and Housing Census, poses a serious threat to the security of the country. Comparing employment rates in Africa, Europe, and the Americas, he stated that whereas the youth in Africa lack adequate training opportunities and face unemployment, in Europe and the Americas, they have training opportunities, but their numbers are extremely low and can't fill the existing jobs. Professor Derebile therefore noted that for products of technical and vocational training institutes in the country to fill in the void, they need to be provided with the relevant training that is required in the global market. He further stated that in the context of globalization, it is important to begin to pay attention to evolutions in digitization, computer-based application, and artificial intelligence in training.
These countries are deploying technology and artificial intelligence, but they still need people to sustain their economies. The implication of the context I have provided is that the current and future cohort of students that you are training and will be training are global citizens. For you to provide relevant vocational and technical education for the holistic development of the Ghanaian child, it must be the kind of training that prepares them for placement in the global job market.
Member of Parliament for Nadoli Keleo, Anthony Munkara Soma, calls on authorities of the St. Basil's Technical and Vocational Institute to bring their expertise to bear on the people by organizing short programs to enable them acquire employable skills.
That you can bring your skill to bear on the people of this constituency by organizing short programs so that people can acquire some skills, employable skills. And secondly, to also assist those who are already in the trade so that they can upgrade their skills. One key thing the guest speaker talked about was technological evolution, digital evolution. You need to lead that. Things cannot continue to be the same. So our people are being priced out of the market, not just by price, but because they lack some skill. And I'm looking forward to working with you on that.
The St. Basil's Technical and Vocational Institute was established in 1973 by three brothers, John Van Wyden, Henry Shaws, and Jose Vimdenta, and since then has chalked several successes, including churning out sea of graduates who are working in various fields of the country's development. That feat, according to the principal of the institute, Reverend Brother Fabian Basil, however, was not achieved without challenges emanating from the increasing student population. Key among them are inadequate food supplied to the school by the buffer stock company, inadequate classroom blocks and space at the dining hall, forcing the students to eat under trees, and lack of a library facility for the school. Reverend Brother Fabian appeals to the government for a quick fix of the challenges.
They sit on the trees to eat. We have converted one of our carpentry workshops into a dining hall, but it is too small for 1,000 students. It cannot even contain 500. So they just go in there to serve the food, and then they sit on the trees to eat for now. But the dining hall contractor, who is at the moment on site, is promising that he will work hard and then complete the project for us. But it all depends on funds, because it's a huge project. it was more or less roofed. Ceiling joists were fixed and was ready for plastering. Unfortunately, it collapsed. We don't have a library at all. We're using a small place as a library. Now, last year, Ministry of Education sent a team to find out from us whether we have a space for them to install computers for us. We could not have said no. So we decided that the small space that we are using as a library, we will use that as a computer lab. And we are then counting on Divine Providence to help us get at least a standard library where our students can comfortably carry out their studies.
Representing the Upper Soja Minister at the function was the Nadula Keleo District Chief Executive, Catherine Lankono.
Technical vocational education and training remains our best bet if we really want to win the fight against poverty as a nation. Let us embrace TVET and equip our youth with the relevant skills that are readily sought on the job market.
Reporting for Joy News, Rafik Salam, Keleo.